Paying attention is being present. And it's a skill, in fact. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. And you know when someone's paying attention to you in your life because they're present with you. And you know when someone's present with you because they're paying attention to you. Yes or no? Yes. You just need a teenager to understand this. So then, if where you place your attention is where you place your energy, then if you're present in this room with me the entire day, hypothetically, there should be more energy in this room. Yes or no? Yes. But if you start thinking, wow, there was a football game last night, and I don't know where I'm going to go to dinner, and I don't know who I'm going to go with, and it's a drive all the way back in the Boulder, and should I ask that person if they want to go to dinner? Maybe I'll make reservations at this restaurant, and who shall I invite? Would you agree then you've left the present moment? And your energy is in some future possible scenario. And as a result of that, the energy in the room goes down, and you have no idea what I said because you weren't present with the information. And your model is going to weaken. Yes or no? Yes. And if you think, oh, God, I just dislike that one staff member, and I just didn't get a chance to say what I really wanted to say at that staff meeting, then in your mind, you're composing an email and writing that email. You would have to agree with me. You've siphoned your attention and your energy out of the present moment into the past, and the energy in the room goes down. Yes or no? Yes. And you have no idea what I said because you weren't paying attention. Would you agree? So then I said last evening, that we now know that if you give people the right information, and I promise you I'm going to give you the best expression of my understanding of the truth, but then I want to give you the opportunity to experience it. Wouldn't you agree that would be a good idea? Yes. So then, if people can stay present with information and learn that information, they're forging new synaptic connections in their brain. Would you agree? Doubling the number of connections in their brain, just paying attention for 1 hour. But if you don't review it, if you don't think about it, if you don't repeat it, you're not firing and wiring. So those circuits will prune apart within an hour or a day, and you'll forget what you learned. So it takes practice. So we're going to teach back today. I'm going to ask you to teach back to a person next to you. And between the two of you, I want you to build the best model you possibly can, so that once you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, the how should get easier. Yes or no? So I want you to make a deal with the person next to you that you're going to build the best model of understanding you possibly can. And if you weren't present because you were wondering, where did she get that scarf? That's such a beautiful scarf. Then you're not present with the information and your model's going to weaken. And I want you to say, hang on, I have no idea what he said. I have no idea what you said. I lost the present moment. Can you be that, have that kind of integrity? Make that deal with the person next to you. So there's research on this. And the research says that if you come to a concept or an idea that you don't understand, whether you're reading a book or listening to a podcast or you're in a lecture like today, and you don't understand a word or a concept and you go past that word or that concept, your comprehension will go down incrementally. And you will have no idea within a few hours or few pages. Anything past that point will not make as much sense to you. Would you agree? So then you have to stop at that point and say, wait a second. Not that I want you to argue the concept. All I want you to do is be able to repeat it. Can you do that? So then you're adding new stitches into the three-dimensional tapestry of your gray matter. And when I ask you to repeat it, you're causing your brain to fire in new sequences, new patterns, new combinations. And whenever you make your brain work differently, you're changing your mind. Because mind is the brain in action. So we have to remind you of this information. And it's not something that you think about or a lot of people think about all the time. So it is a study of philosophy, of theory, of science, intellectual information. And then once you begin to understand it and you begin to build that model, the next thing to do then is step into the experience. Would you agree? So then, I understand change. I work on it every single day of my life. I have the privilege of standing in front of audiences and witnessing transformation. And I understand that when a habit is something that you've done so many times that your body becomes the mind, now the servant is the master, and the body likes to cling to the known. And when people come up against the edge of their beliefs, the edge of their emotional view of the world, the body will do whatever it can do to unseat us. You know, so if you turn to the person next to you and in a state of enthusiasm, all excited to explain what you just learned, and they are yawning in your face, that you see saliva just dripping down their shirt. They are talking to you with one eye closed. They're twitching. Would you make a deal with the person next to you that you're going to do whatever it takes to keep each other awake today, please? Make that deal with the person next to you.